My name is Peter Cashin. My company is Cashin Telecommunications. We're in business since 1988. We're 28 years in business, and we supply telephone systems to all sizes of business. Our business has changed over the years. The technology has changed. We're now doing phone systems with cloud-based systems and voice over IP phone systems. So we're keeping up with technology, and it's an interesting business. Our staff has gone up and gone down with the economy over the years, and currently we have 4 staff, 2 engineers and myself, and we have Aisling in administration here at the Office of Marketing. So that's really what we do, Cashin Telecom, and we've different types of businesses from nursing homes to manufacturing companies to hotels, to offices, professionals, all types of businesses that would require a phone system. That's the sort of customers that we have. We were based in Dunleary originally, and we'd heard about Plato starting off in Dunleary. This was in probably year 2000 or so, 2001, and I decided I'd take part in, I think it was one of the first Plato programs, and that worked out very well, and we did that for I think it was for 2 years, and through Plato at the time they did a ISO 9000 certification, and we went through that and we were accredited for ISO, and that was just one of the parts of Plato at the time, but it gave us a kind of a business community and network of other people in businesses. They weren't the same businesses, they were similar businesses, and a good sounding board for bouncing ideas off, and you weren't the only one with problems and so on. Other companies had problems as well, and they told you how they got out of them and so on. So that was a good program at the time, and then we continued on after Plato, and then found that we may have lost our way a little bit, and recently in 2013, 2014 we joined Plato again, and it was similar program again. Didn't do ISO this time, but again, I'd highly recommend Plato to any business, any company starting off or even long established, because it is a great network. And for example, there was 12 modules, 12 programs, and for each month, and we decided initially what we would like to do, what we wanted to learn, what we want to improve in our business. And so mutually our group, which is about 12 individuals, decided on a program for the year, and we did things like marketing, things like web and email, and social media, that side of marketing and so on. And then so there was various supports that we got during the year. There was various modules that we did. One of the ones that I suggested, probably for myself, running my own business and involved in a whole lot of things, and notwithstanding the economic crisis that we were under, that I felt that we needed something for a work-life balance, and maybe somebody to come in and help us and explain to us, about stress and stuff like that, and focused on that. And we had an expert that came in and gave us some very good tips and assistance on the work-life balance. So, and I found that was very, very good, and working out how many hours people would have worked each week, and somebody's working maybe 35, 40, most of us are working 50 or 60 hours in the week, so it gave an idea that look, we're all in the same boat, but at the same time that you do have to find something else to be doing as well as running a business. You have to be doing sport, you have to be out and about socialising, and it's not all about work, or it's not going to work out well for you. So I found that particular module very good. And another module that we did was on tenders, and we didn't realise how easy or how difficult it is to win a tender. So it was very informative, and that for example, public bodies don't have to go to tender for amounts below €5,000. So, which is most of a lot of our business will be below that, and we didn't realise that that sort of business would be available there if we just even approached a public body or a county council or so. Also run other programs that you can avail of, other training programs, and so it is an opportunity to not only grow your business but grow your mind in terms of learning about new things new support things, or for example marketing, sales. There are various courses that are sponsored and supported by Plato, and they're not going to cost a huge amount of money, and they're available if you're in the Plato group. I'd recommend Plato and I have recommended Plato to a number of people that are starting a business or already running a business. I think it's a very good support network. It's not expensive. It's one meeting per month. It's usually a morning meeting, maybe at 7:30 in the morning, and so it's an early start. It works out for about maybe 2 hours or so, and then you're back to work. You usually have an exercise to do, sort of a bit of a project to do for the next month, and so on. So, but I'd highly recommend it to anybody in business, and it will link to a whole lot of other support networks like the Leo groups.